In today's episode, we dive deeply in the world of alternative dispute resolution with Dr. Ahmed Saleh, Director of Tahkíم, Sharjah's leading commercial arbitration center. Established in 2009, Tahkíم has become a cornerstone for businesses across the UAE and the region, helping resolve disputes quickly, fairly, and professionally. Arbitration isn't just a legal alternative, it's a smarter way to protect partnerships, save time, and maintain trust in an increasingly competitive market. Dr. Ahmed, thank you for being with us today. It's a pleasure.
You're most welcome. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to be here with you. And I hope that it will go well.
Inshallah, it will. We'll learn so much about you guys, inshallah. Dr. Ahmed, for listeners who may not be familiar with Tahkíم, could you explain what it is and what makes it unique among other arbitration centers in the UAE?
Mainly, the Sharjah International Commercial Arbitration Center, which we call it Tahkíم, which means arbitration in English. It's an official body that have been established within the Emirate of Sharjah, and it has been established by issuing an Emiri decree by His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan, the ruler of Sharjah, back in 2009. It has so many historical aspects for establishing this center, which is Tahkíم. One of them is, for example, the United Arab Emirates government have signed the New York Convention back in 2006. This New York Convention agreement, it's mainly about foreign awards that can be awarded in different regional legislative aspects so that it can execute those arbitral awards. Another thing is that, of course, arbitration within our Arab region, it's very old through history, but it hasn't been combined into an official pillar, and those pillars have established such as Sharjah Arbitration Center so that it can cement those services. Our main service is ADR, which is Alternative Dispute Resolution. So mainly we handle all commercial disputes, whether it is from companies to company, a company to an individual, individual to an individual, and also we have to mention that it's not just for the Emirate of Sharjah or for the United Arab Emirates, it's an international aspect which can be implemented into any country that have signed the New York Convention, which is mainly most of the countries which has seats within the United Nations.
And in recent years, arbitration has grown rapidly across the UAE, especially with foreign investments, joint ventures, and major infrastructure projects. Why has it become such a central tool for doing businesses here?
Mainly, it has so many plus points. One of them is confidentiality. Another is speed. So many aspects which makes us special than other services. What is happening that we consider ourselves as a completing or as a main partner to the court systems or the jurisdictions and legislative systems which is here in the country. We handle the things that are in the economy, which is through mainly foreign investments, which needs confidentiality and speed and other positive points. Everyone now internationally prefers, especially in commercial disputes, to go through arbitration because it's an international concept which mainly everyone prefers than going to the court system. But at the end, we cannot say that the court is different than how we are. So we are both of us, completing each other.
Completing a system. So it's not, basically, you guys are not just there for resolving the conflict, it's just about being in the system, creating a whole system.
Exactly. And of course, there are other services which we do offer, which is training and development, different studies, so that we can get into the community and to give them the know-how about how we do offer those services.
Coming to the community, I was just about to ask you what community impacts you guys have, and how has Tahkim influenced the UAE's legal and business community over the years?
The thing is that we do have a mixture of so many things. For example, within our panelists, or let's say members, we do have the people, it's all about specialization. We do have people who are specialized within, let's say, the engineering side, financial, banking, legal. So anyone that comes to us that has a specific dispute which is complex into, like, let's say, marine or anything else, we just direct it to those specialized people so that they can award it in a specific specification that can be specialized in this matter.
Very impressive. I think that's a great contribution. Tahkim is not just resolving disputes, but it's shaping the next generation of legal and business talent, I would say. When we come to real case scenarios, can you share an example without, of course, giving me any confidential information?
So there are really, it's a case by case, let's say. Some cases, let's say, they are so complex, which can be resolved very quickly.
Complex?
Yeah. And there are some small cases which cannot be resolved easily. Sometimes it's about the in-house counsel. Sometimes it's about the case itself. Other situations we have is like with the lawyers. But sometimes, which I see that it is a very good point, that we can resolve it between the parties themselves very easily. Like in some cases which were very complex, we did solve it in within 72 hours period, let's say. But the good thing also about arbitration, that most of the cases get awarded finally with the period of 3 months from the first session, let's say. And the max which we do have within our policies and laws is 6 months. So 6 months is our maximum. Sometimes some cases needs like an extension of another 6 months, but it is rare.
What happens after that?
It gets awarded finally, and then they do the attestation within the specific courts, and it gets resolved, and all the things will go to the economy in a positive situation.
And looking to the future vision, what's the horizon for Tahkim? Are there any new initiatives, technologies, collaborations?
Of course. Every year we do have like a different strategy into focusing in different areas. Like one of the years we were focusing within the real estate, others within the industrial division, others with the marine. This year we are also, of course, focusing on one of the main pillars, which is the real estate and construction industry, which is huge here in the country and in the region. And the thing that will be added into that, we are trying to use different tools to make the things easier for us and others, such as AI and other services, which will make everything easier and go faster and faster. Speed is one of our main critical things that is needed for everyone. And the most important thing is to make the economy safe and stable. And of course, to sustain this and to continuity and to keep it diverse enough, we need to offer more better services upon the eras which are changing between now and then.
Very fascinating, mashallah. And before we wrap up, for businesses who are listening and want to include arbitration in their next contracts, what's that one recommendation you give?
The thing which we recommend into the contract as the clause of disputes is for it to be clear and to be customized upon the parties' needs. Some clauses, unfortunately, they are not wrapped up properly and they are not clear enough. Whether they will add Tahkīm as Sharjah Arbitration Center or other dispute resolution centers in arbitration, it has to be clear and specified and to be in a way that no one will have a dispute on a dispute itself. So it has to be cleared enough and it has to be customized upon their needs, because any contract might arise a dispute in future, which we do not wish for. We wish that the economy will be stable and it will be a healthy environment so that all of the businesses will be in growth in future.
That's great. Perfect note to end on. Dr. Ahmed, thank you so much for your valuable insights.
We are more than honored to be here.
And for all the information about Tahkīm and the role of its arbitration in Sharjah's business landscape. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow us for more conversations highlighting leadership and innovation across Sharjah. Until next time, stay informed and stay inspired.